Hej, siemaneczko wam wszystkim ludzie, z tej strony Arturo, witam was na swoim kanale i kontynuujemy Broken Sworda. Okej, musimy przedostać się na drugą stronę, weźmy sobie naszą srebrną monetę, użyjmy jej na tej kracie.
The edge of the coin was just the right size to unfasten the screws. I couldn't get through the narrow gap.
George, when I first knew you, that would have been no problem.
Guess I must be carrying a little more muscle, huh?
Yeah, the fat kind.
Okay. Look, whatever I said about you in that wig, I apologize.
Apology accepted.
Phew.
Won't make you any thinner, though.
Ale Nico jest okropna. Okej, weźmy sobie Nico z naszego ekwipunku, wiem, że to dziwnie brzmi, weźmy Nico z ekwipunku, ale weźmy, użyjmy jej właśnie na tym otworze.
Nico?
Yes?
I don't like to ask, but
Would I climb through the grill and open the door from the inside?
amazing. You read my mind.
You're just so predictable, George. You owe me one.
That's okay. I'm not counting.
No dobra, Nico otworzyła drzwi, tak więc będziemy mogli dostać się do środka.
Nico, look!
It's some kind of map of ley lines.
See the area in the middle?
It matches the diagram in Vernon's video.
It seems to have its focus somewhere in Egypt.
So do you think that's where they've taken Bruno?
Oh, I think so. The armillary must be in Egypt.
Well, that should be easy enough to find.
Sure. I mean, how big can a country be? It was an electronic map of the world. Ley lines were represented in red. They all merged at one point over Egypt.
Czyli domyślam się, że naszym następnym postojem będzie Egipt.
The panel was made of wood. I couldn't see any way of opening it. But the release mechanism had to be somewhere in the room.
Okej, czyli mamy tutaj jakiś panel, który będzie otwierał przejście. Musimy znaleźć jakiś przycisk.
The desk was too heavy to move. And besides, we needed to find a way to follow after Bruno. Books on Egypt and Egyptian culture. It would take months to trawl through this and decipher it all.
No dobra, zastanówmy się, gdzie by mógł być przycisk. Może ten rycerz. Pociągniemy za ten... Nie wiem, co to jest za narzędzie, jak to się nazywa, ale spróbujmy.
I would never be able to fit into that armor. In any case, what good would it do me if I could?
A już myślałem, że kiedy pociągnie za tą, nie wiem, powiedzmy topór, siekierę, no to się otworzy tajne przejście.
It was a map of some small country in Europe. I couldn't make out where, though. Maybe it was Cesaro's homeland.
Może chodziło o Cesaro. Gdzie by mógł być jakiś ukryty przycisk? Wszędzie są jakieś mapy.
It looked like a very old map. Somewhere in England, I think.
A? Coś jakby się dialog urwał? Czyżby to był jakiś błąd w grze?
I imagined myself taking them with me, but then I thought better of it.
Wydaje mi się, że wszystkie takie przyciski znajdowały się zawsze pod biurkiem.
The desk was too heavy to move.
To może poprosimy Nico, żeby nam pomogła.
That wouldn't work here.
To nie miało sensu.
I couldn't hear anything through the panel.
Tutaj możemy się tylko rozejrzeć. Coś z tym możemy zrobić.
I would never be able to fit into that armor. Now that wasn't quite right.
Przybralibyśmy Nico za rycerza. Pilot. Okej. Rozejrzyjmy się jeszcze raz bardziej dokładnie. Czy coś my tu mamy? A może ten konik, który tam stoi? Z tym też coś można zrobić.
That wasn't such a good idea.
To nie był najlepszy pomysł.
Hey, Nico,
Yes, George?
where do you think that secret passage leads to?
I have no idea. Could be a quick route for Cesaro to get out.
Well, it's our only exit now. Going back out through the castle would be madness.
No to się dużo dowiedzieliśmy, naprawdę.
Cesaro's desk was straight out of the megalomaniac catalog. Aha! Look at this.
What is it?
Secret button hidden under the edge of the desk. Maybe it opens the door.
No właśnie, tak jak też myślałem, przycisk zawsze znajduje się pod biurkiem.
If the world ends when I press this, then I'm sorry for all the nasty things I've ever said about you.
George, just get on with it.
Okay, sorry.
To poczucie humoru George'a
Well
jest
done,
fajne.
George.
Let's go and rescue Bruno.
Out of interest, what nasty things?
Oh, you know, the usual.
The usual? Go on.
Nie mamy czasu, Niko, chodźmy. Przy okazji powiem ci, co o tobie myślę.
Andre, what are you doing here?
I thought I'd keep Beatrice company.
Andre took me to the cinema.
What did you see, Nosferatu?
George,
Andre, we need your help.
Of course.
what do you want him to do?
That symbol on the scarf?
Yes?
Cesaro recognized it instantly.
It's the coat of arms of the St. Stephen chapter of the Templars.
My God.
What?
I always thought it was just a story.
Look, Andre, tell us what you know.
Tell us, chérie.
The St. Stephen chapter was reputed to have escaped the Inquisition by hiding in secret chambers. Somewhere in Paris. No one knew where, though previously they had their base near the old church at Montfaucon.
Maybe I can find a clue in the old Templar meeting place.
What do you mean?
The Templars used to meet in secret in the catacombs there.
Of course.
There's more.
Go on.
It involves the founding of the chapter.
We don't have time for tales, Andre.
Listen, Nico, if there's one thing I've come to realize, it's that you can't have too much information. Carry on, Andre.
Thank you, George. When the Templars were in possession of the Temple Mount in Israel, they discovered a holy relic. A young knight, Stephan, was given the task of transporting it secretly to France. He traveled north through Galilee and then headed to the coast where he boarded a ship destined for the river Po. Making his way up the Po Valley, Stephan avoided known dangers to the west by heading north to the Rheingau. Pursued into France by the forces of a treasure-hunting prince, he was forced to make a stand in the mountains of Reims. Though able to dispose of his foes, he was fatally wounded. Bravely, he continued to his destination, the Bérentoire Preceptory, handed the relic to the master of the chapter, then died. The order changed its name to Saint-Stéphane, in honor of the brave knight, and relocated to Paris.
It's like a fairy tale. Good grief.
I'm going to head for Montfaucon to look for clues. Nico?
You go without me, George. Andre and I will see if we can work out the exact location in Egypt.
Right. Well, I'll see you soon then.
Off you go, George.
Okej, czyli udajemy się do Montfaucon.
I was back in Montfaucon Square after all these years. Beneath the cobbles lay a hidden world of ancient waterways and catacombs, some of it built by the Knights Templar as a meeting place and sanctuary. Once again, I was going to have to go down there to discover the truth.
Okej, pamiętam to miejsce, kiedy grałem w to pierwszy raz. Pamiętam też, że strasznie się męczyłem, co tu dalej trzeba zrobić.
I couldn't lift a big iron cover like that with my bare hands.
Pewnie będziemy musieli pozbyć się jakoś tego kolesia.
In the open tool bag, I could see a sewer key.
Hey, monsieur! Leave those tools alone!
Me? Oh, I was just admiring them.
Well, do it from further away!
In the open tool bag, I could see a sewer key.
Klucz do kanałów by się nam przydał, byśmy mogli otworzyć tą klapę i wejść do środka. No ale ten gość ewidentnie nie chce nam go dać.
Hi, how you doing?
Ha! Ça va? As long as we don't have another earthquake.
Well, you should be safe here, by the old church.
You're joking! Look at it!
But it's medieval.
Medieval? Shoddy, you mean? Should be torn down and replaced with something modern.
Really?
Something nice in concrete and steel. Built to be earthquake-proof.
You think there's gonna be more quakes?
Of course! And look at all that rubble. The thing's a death trap. Wait a minute. You seem very familiar to me, monsieur.
Me? Oh, I doubt it.
But of course! You're the guy who gave me that racing tip!
Oh, right, so I am.
That horse made a fortune for me. Turned my whole life around.
Guess I'm just a natural.
It's a gift, monsieur. A gift.
But how come you're still digging up roads?
I've got my own company now, monsieur. And a drill. See? Not a pick. If you have any more tips like that one...
You'll be the first to know. What exactly are you doing here?
These damned earthquakes are screwing everything up. There's plenty of stuff underground needs fixing after that last shock.
So you're digging a hole for the utilities guys to get to the damage?
That's it. And the sooner we're out of here, the happier I'll be.
You said we. I don't see anybody else working.
My workmate, Alphonse, is snoring up a storm in the cab of my truck.
Why isn't he helping you?
Medical exemption. He's got a piece of paper from his doctor saying he is clinically seismophobic.
He's afraid of earthquakes?
Just so, monsieur.
And you believe it?
You can't argue with a piece of paper, can you?
A mi się wydaje, że jego pomocnik jest Polakiem i po prostu unika pracy.
So, how did you end up with this Alphonse guy?
Positive discrimination. We have to take on a set number of cowardly idiots every year.
I was just wondering, that sewer key you have there.
No,
I haven't even asked yet.
you were going to. You've got a thing about sewers, haven't you?
Well, yeah, maybe, but...
My old sewer key went missing after our last meeting.
Hey, don't forget, I gave you that winning horse.
True. So, get me another winner, and I'll let you make free with my toolbox.
Some hope. I'd have to think of another way of getting it.
Okej, czyli my już tego kolesia spotkaliśmy wcześniej, nie pamiętam w której części, być może w 2. Ale okej. Gościu chce, żebyśmy mu przypowiedzieli coś kolejnego, być może wygra jakieś pieniądze, no i wtedy da nam swoją skrzynkę na narzędzia. Z tego co pamiętam, gdzieś tutaj się wchodziło do góry i się przechodziło po jakimś rusztowaniu czy coś takiego.
I didn't want the notice, and I didn't want to break into the cafe. On the boarded up door was a notice. Due to local seismic events and out of concern for the safety of our patrons, we will be closed for the foreseeable future.
Okej, czyli kawiarnia jest zamknięta. Ogólnie to jutro do mnie dojdzie Syberia 3. Jutro mamy 21 kwietnia. Wszędzie na stronkach było napisane, że Syberia 3 swoją premierę ma 20 kwietnia, wysyłka będzie 19, no a tu się zdziwiłem. Nie wiem, czy przesunęli ją o 1 dzień, czy może do mnie akurat dojdzie dzień później. A szkoda, bo miałem nadzieję, że już dzisiaj zacznę ją nagrywać. Okej, mamy tutaj rusztowanie. Czyli jednak dobrze pamiętałem, że będziemy musieli po jakimś takim wchodzić. Tutaj nic nie ma, czyli musimy wejść jeszcze wyżej. Ale oprócz tego rusztowania nie pamiętam, co tu było trzeba dalej zrobić.
What? Who, me?
What do you think you're doing up there?
Admiring the view. I can see right into your pissoir from here.
Pervert! Get down from there before I call the police.
Okay, I'm coming.
Czyli siedzi tam jakaś babcia klozetowa, tak? Widzimy jej pisuar. Nazwała nas zboczeńcem.
Hi, how are you?
Alive, thank God.
I know the feeling. Nice view of Montfaucon Square you've got here.
What's the point of a view when life's not worth a sou?
Hey, you're not one of those crazy hip-happening street poets, are you?
Don't be ridiculous, monsieur. I look after a pissoir.
Have you met that road worker over there?
Bah! That dog comes over here willy-nilly taking advantage of my facilities.
Isn't that what your facilities are for?
Yes, sir. But not with such enjoyment.
What do you mean, enjoyment?
He whistles, he sighs, he spits, and he jiggles.
Jiggles, huh?
Jiggles. He has no shame.
That's a problem.
It's a national disgrace.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I mean, it's a urinal, not a cathedral.
Ah, men, you are all the same. And when you are not jiggling, you are watching football. Go!
This wasn't going to be easy. The lady clearly needed years of Jungian analysis, and I didn't have time to wait. So what do?
I'm a brain surgeon. What do you think?
I think you look after this pissoir.
Zut alors! No flies on you, monsieur.
As long as I don't go in there.
And just what is that supposed to mean? Huh?
Whoa, my mistake. I backed off. It's a well-known fact that toilet attendants account for the majority of homicides in France. Must be the bleach blocks. You take pride in your work?
This pissoir is the cleanest and most hygienic in all France.
That must take a lot of dedication.
Yes, sir. In this job, the harder you work, the more other people just pass water upon your efforts.
I know the feeling. Any good gutters around here?
Quoi? A gutter?
Yeah, a common roadside gutter. I need to whiz, lady.
A whiz? What is this whiz, monsieur? Mon Dieu! You mean you wish to... in a gutter? Why, in the name of all that is hygienic, do you want to use a gutter when there is a perfectly clean pissoir here?
That might pass for clean in the old world, lady. But I'd rather whiz in a gutter any day.
This is an outrage. I shall investigate.
You do that.
Okej. Babcia idzie gdzieś do toalety. A my się tutaj rozejrzyjmy. Co my tutaj mamy? Okej, a może kiedy ona teraz tam poszła, to my będziemy mogli wejść po rusztowaniu na górę. Ona nas nie będzie widziała i będziemy mogli przyjść dalej. Tylko boję się, że kiedy wejdę na górę, to ona już wróci na swoje miejsce. Okej. Mamy jakąś linę.
You never know when you might need a length of rope.
Mamy linę, która może nam się przydać. Okej, babcia wróciła.
Hey, you up there!
Oh, hi there!
I will not have some peeping toms spying on my customers while they do their business.
Hey, I'm not spying on anybody.
Want to explain that to the police?
No, not really. Coming down.
Akurat babcia ma dużo klientów, naprawdę. Nikogo tam nie ma. Okej, udało nam się zdobyć linę. Ale potrzebowalibyśmy jeszcze skrzynki na narzędzia. Dokładnie tamtego klucza do otwarcia tego wieka od kanalizacji. Czy ja tą linę mogę z czymś połączyć?
I didn't want the notice, and I didn't want to break into the cafe.
Okej. Pogadamy jeszcze z tym kolesiem. Jeżeli się da. Tym, który tam śpi. A właśnie. Jest, ale od strony kierowcy.
Hey, you! I'd seen dead people with more life in him than this guy. The guy was sleeping like a baby. Hey, you!
Albo będziemy musieli coś przemajstrować przy aucie.
Mon Dieu, so help me!
No nie działa. No i teraz szybko byśmy wzięli klucz.
What do you think you're doing, idiot?
While the workman was looking the other way, I borrowed his sewer key. Funny, every time I get involved in saving the world, I turn into a kleptomaniac.
Look, Alphonse, I am tired of arguing with you. Just be sure it doesn't happen again, huh?
No dobra, mamy klucz, ale czy teraz możemy wejść do środka?
With only the faintest shudder of déjà vu, I prepared once again to get intimate with the Parisian sewers. Come on, you piece of... I couldn't understand it. I'd once lifted this very manhole easily. Perhaps I'd let myself go.
Hey, monsieur, that's not my sewer key by any chance.
No! What do you take me for?
You just happen to carry one around with you.
Of course. Doesn't everybody?
Sure. Anyway, you're wasting your time. That cover was welded down years ago, during the Sieur Jacques panic.
Great. If I wanted to shift that cover, it'd take something a whole bunch stronger than me.
A gdyby tak przywiązać linę do samochodu i do tego klucza, i kiedy samochód by odjechał, to może by pociągnął tą linę, tą klapę za sobą. Spróbujmy to połączyć z liną. Okej.
I didn't have the horsepower to lift that cover, but I knew something that did.
Hey! What are you doing?
Just setting something up. You'll love this.
You've anchored the van.
Let me ask you a hypothetical question. Your driver
Alphonse, damn his cowardly liver.
is scared of earthquakes, right? What would he do if there was an earthquake right now?
He'd slam the truck into gear and get out of here like... Oh,
That's right. With a manhole following him home.
he would never live it down.
Is that a bad thing?
No, that's what sells your crazy scheme to me.
Okej. Tylko jak byśmy mogli spowodować trzęsienie ziemi?
I couldn't lift a big iron cover like that with my bare hands. Especially not if it was welded shut.
Byśmy musieli jakoś tego gościa przestraszyć. Może krzyknąć: trzęsienie ziemi!
Earthquake! Earthquake!
Magnifique! I don't know what I'll tell the insurance people, monsieur, but it was worth it.
Sprinkling sunshine into people's lives. I guess that was what I lived for. But right now, the sewer beckoned.
Nie było to wcale takie trudne. No ale rozśmieszyliśmy tego gościa. No i przy okazji wystraszyliśmy jego pracownika. Okej, schodzimy do kanałów. Kolejny Broken Sword, gdzie akcja dzieje się w kanałach.
The wall was well built and very, very solid. This archway had been bricked up and not that long ago either. No mystery there. I was the one who wrecked the original in the first place.
Dokładnie.
There was a faint inscription, but the decaying plaster made it almost impossible to read. I could make out some medieval French and some Latin, but not enough to squeeze out any meaning. The inscriptions in the arches probably once told the truth about the extermination of the Templars. Like a lot of truths, time had blurred it.
Ogólnie zastanawiam się, kto zostawia manuskrypty w kanałach. Mamy jakąś bramę.
I didn't like the idea of putting my hand in the skull's mouth. But hey, what the heck? I was only risking mutilation. No blade took my hand off at the wrist, and no spider bit me, for which I was very grateful. But there was nothing in there to help me either.
Może coś tam musimy włożyć. Lewarek? No dobra, rozejrzyjmy się tu jeszcze.
There was nothing I could do with the ancient archway that wouldn't have upset archaeologists.
Na drugą stronę przejść nie możemy. Czyli coś jednak musimy zrobić z tą bramą. I domyślam się, że albo będziemy musieli coś tam włożyć do tej czachy. I wtedy uaktywni się jakiś przycisk albo coś w tym stylu.
A big, spooky skull stared out at me. The mouth looked out of proportion.
Dziwnie nieproporcjonalne. Raczej kamienia alfy i omegi tam włożyć nie możemy, ale kamień cylinder?
The skull's mouth had the same shape as the stone cylinder.
Okej.
Ha! I could write a book on secret doors. I really could.
No dobra, schodzimy na dół. Okej, w którą stronę ja bym mógł się udać? Pewnie jest to coś
Oh
w
my
rodzaju
God.
labiryntu.
Something truly nasty had happened here. A trail of blood led round the corner.
Mamy krew, coś tu się musiało wydarzyć.
I wasn't gonna dip my fingers in this stuff. It was still fresh.
Krew była jeszcze świeża. Być może są tutaj neotemplariusze i składali z kogoś ofiarę, albo kogoś zranili. Okej, pójdziemy za ich śladami.
I'd arrived too late. Cesaro and his men had shown no mercy for these poor souls. How could anyone do this?
No, niezła rzeźnia.
Cesaro's men had shown no mercy. I didn't want to, but I had to search the body. The only thing on him was an old, rusty key.
Okej, mamy stary, zardzewiały klucz. Na pewno do jakichś tajnych drzwi.
It was too beaten up to work. My heart was racing enough already. I didn't need coffee. I decided not to operate it.
Kto w kanałach ma kuchnię?
The sink was full of dirty, used mugs. The attack had obviously been sudden and unexpected. It was one of the Templars. He'd been badly beaten. I just wanted to leave him in peace.
No dobra, czyli w tym pomieszczeniu znaleźliśmy tylko stary, zardzewiały klucz.
A fire had been burning. It was still smoldering. The attack must have happened within the last few hours.
Czyli teraz musimy wyjść z tego pomieszczenia i poszukać, gdzie ten klucz byśmy mogli włożyć. Szafki, które są zamknięte. Możemy iść tutaj dalej. Ogólnie podoba mi się to miejsce w kanałach. Takie niepozorne, a jednak fajna kryjówka. Tylko smród musi być okropny, no tak.
Just as I'd feared, Cesaro had arrived first. One of Cesaro's men was guarding the kitchen. I couldn't get through while he was there. I was gonna have to find a way to distract him.
Czyli musimy znaleźć sposób, żeby odwrócić uwagę strażnika. Ogólnie to się jeszcze cofnę, ponieważ było tam jeszcze kilka ścieżek, w które bym mógł wejść. I być może tam znajdę jakiś przedmiot, którym będę mógł odwrócić uwagę. Tędy przyszliśmy, tak? Bo szliśmy za śladami krwi. Okej.
Nope, that wouldn't work here. I wasn't gonna get through there in a hurry. The bars were several inches thick. Cesaro and his men must have come through that way. They must have blocked it off behind them so no one else could get out that way.
Czyli tędy póki co nie przyjdziemy. Tutaj mamy ślad krwi, ale mogliśmy iść jeszcze teraz na lewo. Albo dojdziemy do jakiegoś ślepego zaułka, albo coś tutaj faktycznie będzie. Wow, jest jakaś brama.
The door was ajar. I could hear voices. There were a couple of Cesaro's men, and they had brought a dog.
You hear something?
Nah,
How much longer we gotta be here?
like the boss says, till it's all over.
Or till that yank turns up and we kill him?
Yeah. And no guesses which one I prefer.
Me too. I hate that guy.
Well, now let's be accurate, eh? You hate everyone.
True. True.
I couldn't risk attracting their attention.
Okej, czyli tędy raczej nie przejdziemy. Więcej ludzi Cesaro i jeszcze psy. Spotkanie z nimi na pewno nie skończyłoby się dla nas dobrze. Czyli jedyny sposób, jak widzę, to odwrócić uwagę tamtego strażnika, który pilnuje kuchni i spróbować jakoś się tamtędy przedostać. Tylko jak? Może przebierzemy się za jakiegoś templariusza? A nie, bo wtedy by nas zabił. Szczury, ja tu słyszę szczury. Może gdybyśmy tak mu szczura podrzucili. Co ja tutaj w ogóle mam? Okej, jakbyśmy mogli go wybawić? Poczekajcie, może cofniemy się do tego pomieszczenia i spróbujemy użyć mikrofalówki albo coś. Może to wybawi strażnika.
The microwave suddenly sprang into life. It was going to make a noise. I had to hide. Fast.
Okej, udało się. Dobra. Cofamy się do tego pomieszczenia naprzeciwko. Udało mi się, czy mnie zobaczy? Okej, spróbujmy go zamknąć.
Mission accomplished. The guy was now trapped in the room.
No dobra, moi kochani, w tym miejscu zakończymy sobie ten odcineczek. Był troszeczkę krótszy niż poprzednie, ale jest już późna pora, ja też muszę rano wstać do pracy. No a jutro widzimy się w Syberii Trójeczce, tak więc dzięki wielkie za uwagę, trzymajcie się i do usłyszenia. Piona!